This is a little storyboard video on how you can add and delete cells and about saving. So when you open Storyboard that by adding, make me a storyboard, you get a 3-celled comic. But maybe you want a 6-celled comic. So how do you add cells? Well, you go down here to the bottom where it says Add Delete Cells. Click Add Delete Cells. Then it depends where you click. If you want the 6 to go all in a straight row, you'd click here. I find this hard to work with because I have to keep scrolling back and forth. So when I'm going to add 6, I'd rather have them right underneath each other. So 3 at the top, 3 at the bottom. I hit Update Storyboard, and now I have 6 cells. If I want to take some out, I can go back to Add and Delete Cells. Delete, delete, delete. See if it'll let me delete. 4 cells will be deleted. No, we don't want that. So let's just keep the ones we want. So the ones we want are up here. The red ones down at the bottom, the ones we're going to delete. We're going to hit Update Storyboard, and now we're back to 3 cells. So that's one way you can do it. But maybe you don't like this layout. Maybe you wanted a title box up here. How could you change that? We're going to go back to the bottom to Layout. And on this side of the screen are all the different kinds of cell options you have. This is my favorite. I like having the title, the cell, and the description. So let's select that. We've got that one. If you don't like that, we can go back and get this one. But did you notice there's some other things on that layout? If we go to Layout again, there's some options. This was how each cell was laid out. This is the whole storyboard. So for example, you might want a spider map. Click here, more things. Or if you go to Add or Delete Cells for the spider map, it'll give you options to change. I can tell you if you make too many cells, it's really hard to see all on one screen. You have to keep scrolling up and down. So I think that's a bit too many. I think 5 or 6 is probably best. So to regroup, Add or Delete Cells will add or delete cells. Makes sense. They'll tell you which ones they're going to delete. They'll be in red. Layout will give you options on how you want it to look. Okay, the traditional storyboard, or do you want a grid? Do you want a cycle? Kind of depends what you're making. The last thing I want to share with you in this video is the Save feature. So when you get to a certain point in the storyboard, and unfortunately it's blocked, but right down, let's hide here for a second. Right here it says Save. You'll get a message after a certain point that says, oh, your storyboard hasn't been saved. Do you want to save? When you click OK, that does not save the storyboard. You need to come down to the bottom, click Save. It wants me to add some things. Okay, so let's add some stuff. Maybe it'll let me save now. Okay. So you might have an assignment based on your teacher. You might not. Your teacher will tell you if there's an assignment. The title goes here. You don't need a description. Let's just call this one test. And then you save the storyboard. Notice when it comes back, once it's saved, we're missing some things. I don't see the characters or the text or the settings at the top. I just see the finished storyboard. You scroll down to the bottom, you'll notice you have some options, and one of them is Edit. Click on the Edit. And you'll be back. Okay, so just look for Edit when you're done to get back to your storyboard.